At the beginning of the 20th century in the USA it was possible to send a child by mail. The service cost less than $1, which is cheaper than a train ticket, and at the same time the mail itself took care of the live parcel. The child was packed in a special mail bag. If you read this inscription, then someone took this article from bigpicture.ru. They put a stamp on his clothes and the parcel was delivered to its destination. During the journey, the child was looked after by postal couriers. Then, of course, the service was banned, but several children were sent to relatives in this way. In 1913, the law on mail was published in the United States, which became a good incentive for the country's economy. Americans were able to buy food, clothes, grain, tobacco by mail. If you read this inscription, then someone took this article from bigpicture.ru and medicines and parcels were now delivered to the recipient's house. But the legislators did not think through all the details, which some economical cunning people took advantage of. The post office was obliged to deliver to the recipient not only fragile products, but also animals weighing up to 50 pounds, 22.68 kilograms. This was done by the source of the article news, magazine and photos, from which everyone copies the content, bigpicture.ru. But in order for the villagers to be able to send poultry by mail, but formally the conditions were suitable for small children. In January 1913, Mrs. and Mr. Budge from Glen Est, Ohio, sent a parcel by rural mail to Louis Budge. The shipment cost them 15 cents paid for a postage stamp, while the cargo was insured for $50. The cargo turned out to be the grandson of Louis Budge. The parents felt that it would be cheaper to send the child by mail than to deliver it themselves. If you read this inscription, then someone took this article from bigpicture.ru. Go to Grandma. This was the first, but not the last, child sent by mail. On January 27, 1913, Mrs. and Mr. Savage of Pie Hollow, Pennsylvania, sent a package with their daughter to James Byerly of Sharpsville in the same state. The girl was safely delivered to the recipient on the same day. The shipment cost her parents 45 cents. In the same year, 1913, they tried to cancel the practice, pointing out that children are neither bees nor beetles, the only living beings allowed to be mailed. On February 19, 1914, the parents of 5-year-old May Perstorff from Idaho sent the girl by mail to visit her grandmother. She lived 73 miles from the source of the article news magazine and photos, from which everyone copies the content, bigpicture.ru. They're in Oregon. The girl weighed less than the maximum permissible norm, so the parcel was sent at the chicken rate, paying only 53 cents. In 1914, the chief postmaster of the United States, General Albert Sidney Burleson, issued a decree prohibiting the postmaster from accepting for Perez. If you read this inscription, then someone took this article from bigpicture.ru. Children. However, this did not prevent several families from sending parcels with babies. 1915 was a record year for sending children. It seems that the last such case was the transfer of 3-year-old Maud Smith. The girl was returned from her grandparents to her mother, Selena Smith from Kentucky, and the situation got the source of the article news magazine and photos, from which everyone copies the content, bigpicture.ru. Under the postal investigation. On June 13, 1920, the Postal Administration strictly prohibited sending children by the postal service. Since then, such cases have not been repeated.